about let's touch on the Black Stars a bit. How do you see our national team so far under Kets?
Well, I mean, lots of things are happening. I think when he launched the Bring Back the Love, people thought it was a joke. But I warned them that Kets is a marketing person. And you can see the excitement. Look at this league. That's where I want to start from. I mean, the last time I saw such excitement for a Kotoko Olympics game was 1982, when Rikichi Man and others, great Olympics team played Kotoko here in Accra. And don't forget, this was even in COVID time, because you could see that the league, despite the fact that there was no audience, was generating a lot of excitement and a lot of interest. The Brazilian players, Gama and Vinicius, that have joined Kotoko, and they were playing some very good football. You know, the problem, I think, is the stability in terms of coaching for both Hearts and Kotoko, and even Olympics. If we stabilize the coaching structure, I think the sky is the limit for the league. And don't forget, it's the league that produces the players for the national team, whether those who play outside or not. And once we're getting the foundation right, I think the team is going to grow. I watched the game, the two games that the Black Stars played. The first game could have been better, but the second game was really good. I mean, we won here 3-1, but I was more convinced about the commitment of the two Ayu brothers. And, you know, if you got Ashimeru together with what's called Pate in the middle of the park, all we need are good left-sided and right-sided players to join the two in the middle. And I think we're getting somewhere in terms of the structure of the team. The defense needs to be worked on, and then the goalkeeping. If we get the former All-Stars goalkeeper, what's his name? His name goes
Richard Ofori.
Richard Ofori. If we get him back, he's very commanding. You know, so then the spine of the team will begin to grow. But I think, all in all, we're beginning to get the the nucleus of a very good team. And thankfully, look at the Black Star management team. You saw Fred Papo here and George Amoaku. They are the ones that masterminded Ghana's participation in the World Cup in 2006. And they have the history, they have the wherewithal, and they have the know-how to plot it. It's not just even about talent. You need a lot of planning, where they're going to sleep, where they're going to train, the work schedule. Everything has been planned out. And these men on the Black Stars committee, they are the ones that make me happy that I think Ghana will qualify for the next World Cup.
People have disagreed with the statement of Kurt Okraku, saying that they are not going to leave the selection of players into the national team only to the coach. What do you make of that statement?
Well, but it is a truism. The fact of the matter is that nowhere in this world do they leave, the selection. People are happy about 1990 and Roger Miller. Roger Miller's selection was not that of Nepomniachtchi. It was the president of the country who thought that Roger Miller could join the team. Look, the rest they say is history. So if you had left it to Nepomniachtchi, there would not have been a Roger Miller, and the Cameroonian story of 1990 would not have been told. Maybe Kets could have been, a bit more, but he's just telling the real truth. The structure in the FA, that the technical committee does a selection and reports to the management team, who also look at it, and then they report to the FA. So there's a lot more consultation. It's not just a technical matter. So many, there are a lot of factors that go into the selection of players. But of course, ultimately, the selection technically belongs to the coach. But I'm just saying that all that the president is saying, that a lot more goes into a national team selection than just ability. Some other factors have to be considered. For example, if the player is not disciplined, if you know that he's going to influence the team wrongfully, and the psyche of the team is not going to work well, why do you have to keep him in? So many factors. I mean, and I can give you countless examples of great. Ben Schuster was a great German player, never played for the national team because the coaches just didn't think he was right. I mean, as I say, I can go on and on and on. Okay. So, in fact, Jeff Hurst was not the best striker in England in 1966. But
somebody to bring
exactly, but the coach liked him. Alf Ramsey preferred him to the other strikers around, and then he went and did wonders for England, scoring the first World Cup hat-trick. So, I think Kurtz is just expressing what is the truth. And by the way, that is what has been happening always. It's not that the coach just selects the player. No, a lot of consideration happens. I was virtually the vice chairman of the Presidential Commission on the Black Stars' performance at the World Cup in 2014. And the legal position we took was that, look, sports belongs to the country. It was an incidence of sovereignty. And that FIFA cannot dictate what the sovereign country like Ghana does. People thought we were crazy. But now look at what is happening. The European countries and the teams are saying, we're on our own, we have our own players, we can form our own league. FIFA say, you can't. Well, Then the central legal question is, who owns football as a brand, as a product, and as a sporting activity? Who owns that particular product? And I remember telling people, Ghana started playing football here, El Sassoua in Cape Coast in 1903. That was over 25 years before FIFA itself was formed. So how can you say that FIFA can prevent us from playing football? FIFA is just an association. They've got some competitions. Okay. That one they have the monopoly over. But if other people create their own competitions, I am sorry, FIFA cannot control them. That's the proper legal position. And when we were expressing it in 2014, people did not listen. But now, the European lawyers are saying it, and they seem to think that that's right. Sorry, Ghanaians. Sorry for the world. Ghanaian legal brains were able to know the correct legal position and stated it firmly in the GFA Commission report. Go and look at that and you will see the correct international law position on the matter.
Your dreams can come true at Lakeside Estate with 24-hour security, a police station and a serene environment. Lakeside Estate gives you the house of your dreams as well as absolute peace of mind. Make the move today. Move to Lakeside Estate.